And we are live again, so welcome back to the White Sponge live stream. My name is David, and yes, I'm your host for today. So of course we'll be continuing with the consistent font design for Stellar Stars. Okay, so we have already done that for the character selection screen and the options screen, which means that now we are going to do that for the Stellar Stars when in-game is ongoing. So we'll start with the, or should I say, we have already started with the tutorial. Okay, so let's continue on with that. Okay, so this is to show you, or rather this will be shown when you have, or rather when you are first playing the game and when the tutorial is shown. Okay, so let me duplicate this and let's call it controller. Okay, this is keyboard version. So to cast spell, we need to open that image for that. Oh wait, do we have that open? No. Okay, it's fine. So let's go to layout, HUD. And let's go to here. It's somewhere around here. Okay. Okay, so we'll be using B to cast spell. So let's get that B, the red color that's used in B. Okay, and over here, okay, we will duplicate this button here and call it button B. Okay, so of course we'll change this to B. Okay, but first thing first, let's hide the C. And this will be B. Okay, so let's erase this. Okay, and let's draw ourselves a B. Okay, using the red which we have just gotten from the old version. So B to cast spell. Okay, and now we need a new background for that. Okay, base. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, it's getting dark, as I think it's going to rain soon, at least in my area. You want to, okay. Okay. So right now we are creating the background for it. Okay, which is the same for all of the notifications for the tutorial. Okay, and let's merge the layers here. Oh. Okay, and of course we are not using this blue. Okay, we are using this grayish black. And of course we have 3 different colors here. Wait a second. Okay, that's weird. Oh, okay, it's that bug again in Photoshop where nothing is going to work unless you alternate tap it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, next we will duplicate again. 1, 2, 1, 2. But this time we'll paint it dark. Okay, so the top part is bright but the bottom part is dark. Okay, so let's see what else do we need to change. So far so good. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we need to we need the text that says spells require mana to use. So let's do that. Okay, so spells require mana to use. Okay, which should be somewhere around here. Okay. Yeah. So for this, we do not need a controller version because it's just text. Okay. So let's create a new group and call it spells require ... Okay. So first thing first, let me create the S for our spells. Okay, and we need a P. Okay, actually we can just duplicate from here. Okay. And of course, we need a S at the back. Okay, next let's create a group for require. One, two, three, four. Okay, and next we'll have a Q. So Q looks like this, which is my version of Q. Okay, and I. And we need another R and another E. Okay, next we need the word mana. Okay, so let's create a group and let's call it mana. Okay, let's start with M. One, two. Okay, so require mana to use. Okay, for 2 we are going to duplicate this. Okay, and just bring it here. Okay, because if we can reuse it, okay, why not? Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. One, two, and 1, 2. Okay, now we need a S. Okay, and now we need a E and E. Use. Okay. So now let's create the background for this notification. Okay, let's see if Okay. So the background is something like this left right to move, but of course it must accommodate what the text is showing, so the width is different, and because of that we usually create it from scratch, but okay, the base shape is simple and straightforward. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll give it some breathing space here. Okay. Okay. And we'll duplicate it and flip it over so that we can use it at the right end of the notification. Okay, and let's duplicate this, move it down, and let's merge it and duplicate it and move it down again. Okay, and now we have our base shape, so let's fill in the blanks in the center of it. Whoa, what the? Okay, let's paint this background. And let's duplicate it. Okay, and let's make sure we paint it in this brighter gray. Okay, wait. Okay, we have to lock the transparent pixels so that we only paint over the parts where we have previously painted over. Okay, now we can move all of the notifications for the tutorial over to Unity by creating Photoshop documents for them and importing into Unity. So what we have to do first is to create the various documents for them. So starting with left right to move, which is this. Okay. Okay, so for this we will need around, let's see. So this is 6 pixels here, 6 pixels here, and 10 pixels here. So that makes it 22, but we'll use 24 as the height. And as for the width, let's try 96, which is not enough. 1, 2, 4. Okay, so we'll use 1, 2, 4 and 24. Okay, so let's move this over to here. Okay, so this is right smack in the center of it. Okay, so left right to move. Okay, we'll save this as we'll save this in a new folder and we'll call it first play scene. Okay, we'll create the various resolutions folder for it. Blues Clues. Hey, what's up, man? Blues Clues. How's your day coming along? Okay, 4x. So this will be saved as, let's see, left, right, move. Okay. Okay, by the way, we are... Oh, hey. Hey, glad to hear that. I'm good as well. And busy, which is a good thing. Okay, so right now we are creating or crafting Stellar Stars, which is an arena-based roguelite shooter, which is rather for Stellar Stars, I'm trying to focus on creating a more interactive experience. So for example, in traditional RPGs or roguelites, usually when you level up, you can improve your character's stats like strength or intelligence or things like those. Okay, but in Stellar Stars, we are focusing on allowing you to maybe jump higher or run faster. So more unique, more fun and interesting ways for you to, or rather, that will directly affect how you interact with the game's environment, which are the stages and maybe the enemies as well. So when you level up, you can do things like jumping higher, running faster. So those are just a few of the interesting ways you can improve your character. And of course, we also have other things like wall hugging or wall jumping, depending on how you want to call it. And of course, we are constantly adding new ways for you to improve your character. So currently we have about around 10 or 11. Okay, but our target is minimum around 30 interesting ways. Oh, if you are interested, okay, the demo can be downloaded from the one of the description panels below, where you see the logo for Stellar Stars. So you can grab the demo right now from that link. Okay, by the way, the game is still in early alpha development. So if you have any suggestions or feedback to improve it, or if you came across any bugs, do let me know. Okay, so that we can fix and improve the game together. Okay, so left right move. Okay, so for this it would be six, 8, 3. Oh, the demo is free. That's for sure. Of course, there is a paid version which allows you access to all of the characters and all of the worlds. Okay, as the demo is only limited to the first 2 characters and the first world, so as to give you what the game plays and feels like. So if you want, you can just try and experience the demo first for yourself. So yeah, I guess that's the main difference between the two. So 20. Okay, so we can use 24. I think 10, 20, 24. Oh, sure, I can. Okay, let me just type the link for you. Okay. Oh, okay, so the move thing is, okay, so we are actually trying to focus on creating a better gameplay experience for you. So that means using a consistent font design. So okay, this is part of that. So we are using this font design and we are trying to add it to the game so that it is consistent throughout the game. So this is one of the notifications that will appear when you play the game for the first time. Okay, so this will appear as part of the game's tutorial, which isn't really a tutorial but more like a guide, a very short guide that guides you along. So for example, it will say like left right to move, and after you have moved maybe left or right, then it will tell you how to jump or do things. So I wouldn't say that it's a tutorial, it's more like a small guide that will guide you along as you do something so that you can learn it by doing it. So there isn't really like a 1 hour tutorial or anything like that. Okay, this is so that you can get right to the action.